Welcome, welcome. Grand day, everybody. So good to see you all. Thank you for joining me. I am Marcus Christolight, and I wanted to come live today to give us all opportunity because I was supposed to be at an event this weekend here in Ohio, but due to the weather, there's been some flooding in some areas as well as other things going on. So I was not able to make it to those events, and they were canceled. Therefore, I wanted to create a space tonight live to share my gift that I was going to be sharing at the event, which was donation based oracle card readings. And I also want to give us a gift of a mini guided meditation as well. And this guided meditation is really with the intention of helping bring support, helping bring unconditional love, and helping anchor in healing energies for those that are being affected right now due to nature and the weather and just other things that we have going on in our human lives. So, if you guys want to join me tonight, I will be doing some oracle card readings, free donation based. And if you want an oracle card reading tonight, feel free to drop it in the comments. And if you're on Instagram, you can drop it down below in the question mark bubble. And then I will get to your guys' readings as I can, and I will do as many as I feel called. I don't have a time limit tonight. I don't have a cap on this space. I'm kind of just going with the flow. So we'll see how many of you guys would like readings, and I'll gladly give you guys a reading. I have a Beyond Lemuria deck. And then I also have a Magical Dimensions deck as well, which has Fae cards, Galactic cards, Chakra cards, Angelic, and Elemental. So you guys can choose between either of the two decks as well when it comes time for you to have your reading. And then just know also that your reading is going to be on this recording, and it is streaming live, and it will also be on the replay on the YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram as well. So I'll also give you guys the choice between coming live on the screen to receive your reading or to stay in the comments and receive your reading. So those would be your two options when it comes time, and I'll give you guys the option of either coming on or staying in the comments. And then lastly, I'm actually going to close out this space with a giveaway as well. So I'll see how many of us are here at the end, and I'll get a giveaway going, and I'll give away one of my services for free for anybody that is still sticking around. We'll see how it flows. So go ahead and get yourself comfortable. I'm going to actually bless us with a beautiful 12D Shield of Light 5-minute meditation for us all to kind of reset, ground in, get settled, and just really get ourselves present. Thank you guys all for being here. Hola, Eduardo. All right. So yep, just go ahead and drop it in the comments if you would like a oracle card reading tonight. And then I will also be doing a mini guided meditation to help bring support and unconditional love to the world right now. And then I'll be doing a giveaway as well for those that stick around. So I'm going to go ahead and open this up with, this is called a 12D shield. So it's a 12-dimensional light shield of platinum white light. And this is a technique that you can utilize anytime here on YouTube, just a few minutes long. And it is just a great energetic refresher and rebalancer.
The 12-dimensional shield building technique. My declaration of intention is to serve my source. I commit to serve my highest power fully, completely, and totally. I am God. I am sovereign. I am free. Prepare for meditation. Visualize and feel your connection. Imagine a platinum six-pointed star, the Star of David, in the center of your brain. As you move that six-pointed star, your Merkaba star, down the center of your body, see it passing through each chakra and releasing from in between your legs. Send your six-pointed star to the center of the earth, to the Earth star. As you connect your star with the Earth star, feel unconditional love and unity for all. As you connect to the 12th-dimensional platinum light, feel that light building momentum through your entire body. As you connect and fill up with the platinum energy, see your six-pointed star return back to you and let it stop at a position 12 inches beneath your feet. As you focus on your six-pointed star, it will start to spin. As it spins, it will build momentum and create a platform of platinum silver light. This is your 12th dimensional shield. As the shield strengthens, it will build an upward movement of a pillar of platinum white light. Allow that pillar of light to build to a position about 3.5 feet above your head. Feel and sense your entire body encased in the 12th dimensional platinum white light. Allow every cell and every pore of your body to be radiating in the platinum white light. As you focus again in that position, 12 inches beneath your feet, visualize your six-pointed Merkaba star. Now draw your Merkaba star up through the center column of your body, letting it pass through your chakra column and releasing out of the top of your head. Send your star to a position 3.5 feet above your head. As your Merkaba star again begins to spin, see it create a shield at the top of your 12th dimensional pillar of light. Feel yourself fully encased from top to bottom in your 12th dimensional platinum shield. Now multi-dimensionally ground your shield by focusing on your six-pointed star at the position 3.5 feet above your head. You now are going to send your Merkaba star out towards the cosmic heart of our universe, towards Andromeda. As you connect to the core of the universe, allow the crystal star to emanate its connection to you. As you feel protected and supported in your 12th dimensional pillar of light, say within your heart, "Thank you, God, and thank you, Ascension Guides. I am unity." And so it is.
Ooh-wee. Wow. Ah, that is always so beautiful. How was that for you guys? Such a great, quick reset. All right. So before I open up, I'll open us with a collective card reading, of course. And then if you guys would like a card reading, just feel free to drop it in the comments that you would like a reading. And then we will get into a mini meditation as well. And if we have some folks in here, we'll do a giveaway. So feel free to share, let other community know what we're doing in here. Getting together, the flow. Warren, good to see you, brother. Much love. That 12D shield, I tell you. Crystallized. Good evening, says Warren. Grand day, brother. So as we begin to open this space tonight, may this space now be declared clear, sovereign, guided, and protected. And it simply is so. Grand day, Sarah. Grand day. Welcome. May any of our guides, ancestors, Law of One members assist in this space to bring clarity and unconditional love and restoration, as well as harmony. Harmony to the mental body, harmony to the emotional body, harmony to the physical body, astral and beyond. May they all be recalibrated and transfigured into wholeness and balance and harmonious frequencies. And it is being so. If you like to receive some light language being transmitted, feel free to open yourself and receive. And if you don't want to receive, you may consciously decline. Imi na tuku ataishi anata usu atayama ushu amaya ti yakami ana sutu ataya shi isimi anatu ukutu apa yanashi anaki anatu usi yamaya shukuto ta yamanaya sutu atia na shukutia yamana sukutuya shi nekutu ataya sikiyanatia ushukiyanata. Take a big, deep breath in and just breathe in the frequencies. And feel those frequencies just fill throughout your cellular system as well as your biological being. And if you may, just join me with your hands up, palms facing forward, fingers up towards the sky. So we just open ourselves up to this being in our presentness with the frequencies in this now moment of our connection unified through the ethers, electrical flow, and circulation of our magnetism. May we be present with this in this moment of all of our vehicles in this human awareness and illusionary living. Okay, how are we feeling, everybody? I'm gonna play some beautiful singing bowls for us in the background while we adventure tonight. So yeah, if anybody would like a reading, feel free to drop it in the comments that you would like a free donation-based oracle reading tonight, and we'll get it popping. We'll get it popping. Get it. Oh, here we go. You guys are gonna like this one. There it is. Okay. That's more like it. So I'm gonna go ahead and open this up with a collective card for our space, we'll go with Beyond the Merriam. Stumbling over here. Spiritual energy is wanting to come through. The intense energies in the atmosphere. Okay. Excuse me. Wow. The ethers are strong. All right. So Sara Broadhead. Yeah, Sara, I will have you up first. As soon as I do this collective reading, you will be the first one up. Welcome in, Christina. Good to see you. I am now holding open space for donation-based oracle readings. So if you would like a reading, feel free to drop it in the comments and let me know, and we'll get it rolling for you. I'm about to do our collective card reading, then we're going to go into the individuals. So, all right. How's that volume? Volume check. Volume check. So, I just want to take a moment and can we just have like a moment of just stillness for all that is happening on this planet right now? Let's just take a moment of stillness for everybody. Everybody that's going through shifting and everything that's going on in this collective earth. I mean, we got many layers, many layers, peeling, things destroying, things destructing, and we also have birthing and unification. So, if you may, just with me, just take a moment of stillness for this transitional process that we're having on the planet, and to know that it's going to be continuing in different ways, different waves as well. So, may we remember in these moments, and as we continue, to hold those spaces, hold that unconditional love. I'm really speaking to those of us that have been on this journey for a while, that have been in the knowing and the awareness of the corruption as well as just the shift that is bound for us to go through in this planet. And I give a calling out to you to hold that space of unconditional love and support and compassion, as well as boundaries and integrity, and the knowing of what is and the truth as we continue forward and have many, many of us on this planet coming into what can be like a newfound awareness for them of the things that have been taking place, as well as anything else that can have an effect on the psyche, emotions, and being of other fellow humans on this planet. So let's take a moment of stillness for all this change and shifting. All right. Yeah, I just felt really called to do that. There's just like, it could honestly be overwhelming how much is going on this planet, on the layers of it. So I just felt like a stillness pause is really nice for the collective. So our first card we have here tonight for the collective is going to be Beyond the Mind. Beyond the Mind. So Beyond the Mind is saying to us that through these challenges and through these times of what seems like desperation or times of bound to be change, in these times of feeling like the system's collapsing, that we really are not in the same world that we used to be in. And with that, and the challenges that we've been facing when it comes to the things that are needing to be let go of, whether it's individually or on a collective level, for those experiences where it feels like there is no way out of it and it's something that must be experienced. In those type of moments, it's almost like a calling of going beyond our own ego, going outside of our own self in the way of identifying with the world and who we are. With that being said, some of us may be being called right now to take a deep dive into our own consciousness, our own subconsciousness, and to really see who we are in this world right now. Who is it that we see ourselves as? Who is it that we see ourselves being in relation to the world? And who is it that we intend to be through our intentions of our continuous momentum and building and co creating of this self right here, this being, this avatar that you are inhabiting as an individual with a unique blueprint? What is it that you want at the core of your center, the core of your intentions in your heart and your passions? What is it that you want to live and experience, to build, co create, and enjoy in this life, in this world? Beyond the mind as well, going beyond just a 3D dualistic perspective, but stepping more into the 4 and 50 perspective, where you can see that things are interwoven, things are connected, and that everything has a purpose and a vibratory frequency field. And it's an experience that we quantumly experience. And then we either get entangled with that experience or we allow it to process and then allow the rest to be rejected out of our system as needed. Beyond the Mind is also asking us to tap into our light body, type into our psychic field, and allow our intuition to be heard, and allow our intuition to be honored just a little bit more, as the intuition will give us the guidance. It'll give us the answers that we need during these times of change and during these times where we feel like we're not so certain of what could be happening. So, Beyond the Mind, as well, to close out this card, is also asking you, are you thinking for just only your own self and desperation, survival, competition? Or are you thinking of service to the all, being connected to all, and knowing that you are abundant and that you are a dreamer of the 3D realm that is able to bring dreams of the higher dimensional realms manifested into a third dimensional realm? Mind your limitations that are being placed upon your own mental self, your capabilities, abilities, and who you're becoming and being. Are we holding on to old stories? Are we holding on to who we used to be? Are we also holding on to limitations of never healing something, or always being stuck with having to deal with something, or that we don't have that power right now in this moment to go ahead and shift and change what it is that we want to change? So that's our first card, Beyond the Mind. Second card is Crystal Keys. Crystal Keys is representing the downloads, clearing the mind, clearing that crown chakra and that third eye. So then you can have those crystal keys download and integrate into your physical being properly through your light body and your DNA. And then through this clearing and alchemizing and detoxing process of your being, you'll then be able to have more space for these downloads and higher integration codes to take place. And it'll be a smoother and more fluid process for you as well, because there won't be as many shadows, toxins, and other things built up within your system. Crystal keys, also, I'm hearing is, what are your passions right now? What is it that you feel called to deliver, either for the collective, for your loved ones, for the joy of your own self? What is that to you? Is it art, music, crafting, home hygiene, healing practices, podcasting? What may it be? In what ways can you take steps right now and continue to nurture that passion? And our last card, Endless Opportunities. Wow, what a beautiful set. Endless opportunities. Look at that. Just looking at all those quantum bubbles of experiences that we can manifest. What do I want to manifest today? What steps do I got to take through my actions to manifest that? Okay, let me go get those resources and let me start putting those steps together into action. Here we go. We're manifesting. And I'm going to continue to stay on my maintenance, my spiritual hygiene daily, to make sure that my vessel, which is my instrument of manifestation and attraction, is clear and vibrant, and I'm able to manifest fully and properly. That is our collective reading for today during these rapid times of energy on this planet. Thank you guys for being a part of that. and receiving. All right, so we'll move into our first individual donation-based reading. Sara Broadhead, are you still here in the live chat? Just let me know in the comments if you're still here, and we will get your card reading flowing. Sara Broadhead, are you in the building? There she is. Okay. All right, Sara. So, would you like to come live for your reading, or would you like to stay in the comments? All right. I'm gonna go ahead and direct message you the link to join. All right. And send you the link to your messenger. You just want to hop in and we'll do your reading. You can stay in the comments. Well, up to you. I just sent you the link so you can hop in if you would like. Comments? Okay. Comments it is. All right. So, Sara, I'll give you the choice. Do you want the Beyond Lemuria deck, or would you like the Magical Dimensions? Okay. So I went ahead and chose a deck. Not sure. So I went with the magical dimensions. Not sure if you heard my question, but that's okay. Um, and just feel free to sit with any intention or any question that you have. Well, well. Look who's joined us, ladies and gentlemen. Well, hello, Sarah.
Hello. Can you hear me? Oh.
Hello.
Can you hear me okay? Let's see.
Yep.
Okay, good. Hey, how's it going? Hello,
Yeah, how are you?
everybody. Let's see. Can you hear me through
It's
my, can
nice
you
for you
hear
to
me
join
okay?
us.
Hi, how's it going? For some reason, I'm having a
Yeah,
hard time
you're
hearing
good.
you. Okay, let's see.
Oh, really?
Oh, what a lovely day it's
I can't
been.
hear.
Hmm?
You can hear me a little bit though.
Yeah, the speaker feature didn't like kick on. It's just coming from my microphone on my phone.
Oh, okay.
So it's okay. I can still hear you, but it's kind of like, maybe I should come out and come back in.
If you need to.
Let me try
Up to
real
you.
quick. Is that okay? I hate to like stall your show.
No, go ahead.
Here, let me just see if
Magic
it'll help real
show.
quick. That way I can hear you better. I'll be right back.
Yeah, for sure. We're just flowing. We're just chilling. I look forward to this card right here. It's gonna be a good one. Well, that being said, let's take a little commercial break. What is happening?
Ash for a retreat like no other. Picture this, a full day in Blue Ash, Ohio, immersed in healing and creativity. On October 26th, from 10 a.m. to 10 p.m., Sacred Light Healing and Wellness is hosting a one-day retreat you won't want to miss. Dive deep into your inner child with Marcus Christolight's powerful workshop. Heal those mother-father wounds and transform your life. And that's just the beginning. Get artsy with live painting by Columbus artist Thomas Cox, or try festive hair aesthetics with Chelsea Hall. When the sun sets, experience the mesmerizing fire and flow arts with Chris Rust. Feeling crafty? Carve pumpkins, enjoy therapeutic freestyle painting, or indulge in one-on-one holistic healing session. Reiki, DMT breathwork and card readings await you. Hungry? Savor homemade plant-based chili for lunch and a delicious dinner of salad, chickpea pasta and mashed potatoes. Plus, reishi coffee to keep you energized. All of this for just $44, 12 and under. It's a sober event, so everyone can join in the fun, so register today with the link in the description or DM Marcus Christolight with any questions. Come out, heal and have fun with us. See you there.
Hi. Let's see.
Can you hear me?
Yeah. Okay. Can you hear me okay?
Yep. You can hear me?
I'm having a really hard time hearing. I don't know why. I tried connecting my headphones, but that's okay.
Let me see. Maybe I'll turn the music off. Is that better?
Yeah, you know how some apps just don't like headphones? I think this is one of those apps. Anyway, I can hear you okay.
Oh, okay. So I did have one card for you that came out,
Okay.
and that card is illumination.
Hmm.
Expression, positivity, and joy, and inspiration.
Cool.
So you can see here, it's almost kind of like
Oh, fairies.
a higher self, fairy guide, kind of enchanting and activating the human self. And the human self is also growing her etheric wings. And you can see above the white light.
Yeah, the orbs.
The stellar gateway. And then grounded to the earth. Waters of purification. So, with illumination, I'm really feeling right now for you that this is really a good time for you to really embrace what it is that you have ultimately been preparing yourself for in the most recent years. And with all that's taking place right now in this world that we are all a part of in one way or another, there is bound change taking place. And within this bound change comes plentiful of opportunities to be able to carve your own way through the chaos and through the mess, to stay true to yourself. And when you stay in your lane, stay true to yourself, continue to take care of yourself, continue to take care of your loved ones and your family, and the things that really support you to be your best version, then you will continue to stay in the frequency and the state of being where you're going to be guided, you're going to be protected, you're going to be taken care of through abundance due to staying in that awareness of self and not getting attached to all of the world and the changes of the world all of the things that are taking place, because it's only going to be a domino effect, and there's only going to be even more layers coming out to the surface. And there comes a place of maturing where, for those of us that are kind of, I don't know, I guess veterans at this point, when it comes to what is changing and taking place and coming into the collective eye, we kind of need to mature in a place of, okay, we've known this, it's time to move forward, and this is the process of the moving forward, and to hold space for others that are coming into a newfound awareness of the deepness that is happening. Because, man, there's going to be a lot that are going to be brand new to what these things are going to be to their consciousness. And for those of us that have been going through this for years and know about the corruption, know about the change, know about this shift of awakening that's happening, this is our time to really stand forward, be on the front line. And with the front line, it's also protecting and loving those that are going to be going through change and being there for them so that we can give them sacred spaces, resources, knowledge of self, and different things to help support and guide as we move through these major changes. And yeah, it's just a really big calling of really stepping forward with the tools and the gifts that you have and empowering not just others, but empowering yourself. And beyond, going beyond the mundane Sarah and the human life, and remembering that there is something way more beyond your purpose.
Yeah, like even the things are going through my head as you're talking, right? Like it's becoming so obvious that in my programming I'm still reacting like but I need to remember, no, this is great that everyone's waking up now asking questions. My program wants me to get discouraged and frustrated and irritated because everyone's asking all these questions, but in reality, this is what we've all been waiting for.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah, and
I was really
furthermore, like,
embracing them.
and furthermore, like, I have such big, grandiose ideas I want to do, but in reality, because I had, and I don't mean this in some type of a way where I'm putting myself on a pedestal whatsoever, but I just know that I've been in this for a while in comparison to just starting the journey, right? So therefore, I feel like I have these big, grandiose ideas of what I want to do, but I'm finding that people just want to know how to get where I'm at right now, right? Like feeling confident in being okay with accepting that they are a spiritual person versus what everyone's, do you know what I'm trying to say? Accepting the newness, that it's okay, allowing it to identify, allowing them to, do you know what I'm trying to get at with this? Like, people who need to, like, I've woken up a long time ago, but I've been on this path for probably 8 years or 9 years. So in comparison to somebody who's just started the journey of awakening and awareness, I mean, do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm not trying to be divisive
Oh
at
yeah,
all
I
with my
mean,
comments here, but
there's dimensions of awareness. We're either
yes.
we're either on a 3D level of awareness or lower, or we're in a 3D level and above awareness, and it's just a fluctuation of where we're at mentally.
Yeah, I think that, like, it's such a great thing that everyone is awakening now and that the earth is coming together like this. I mean, we have so much chaos and so much craziness going on, but truthfully, it's all coming together quite nicely.
Oh yeah. It's
If you ask the people on the ground. Now, if you ask the television, that's not true, but you know.
yeah, this stuff brings unification. It brings a deepening to the experience that we feel within, I feel like. And there's almost
Mhm.
no escaping to feeling some type of deep feeling within in some type of way with everything that's happening. Like, in some type of way, one of these things that are happening on a major level is going to be some type of ripple for you, whether it's Diddy, whether it's, the bankings, whether it's 150 countries no longer using the US dollar as their number one currency right now. Um,
Whether it's
whether
Israel
it's your
bombing
family
Lebanon
issues
for
at
tourism.
home, whether it's your own health issues, whether it's your family issues at home. Like, I
Yeah.
mean, there's so many layers, and things are going to continue to shift. So, yeah, it's that calling right now for those of us that are ready to really give the knowledge and give the tools and hold space so we can really help usher in a I don't even want to like use the term new earth, but just usher in a foundation and sacred spaces for us and humanity to continue to evolve and become aware of ourselves in a safe way.
Yes, I like to think of it as us being ushers to bring in a new awareness.
Mhm. Oh yeah.
Because once we all are on the same page with that, that will bring in the new earth.
Yeah, that's right. So Sarah, if you care, what is it that you're passionate about? What is it that you do? Let the collective know a little bit about you.
Ah, well, I am very passionate about herbs, about natural treatments, natural remedies, about health, about nourishing the temple. I spent so many years not nourishing my own temple and not paying attention to what it needed. And now I just find a lot of really amazing, beautiful things when I'm looking for the opposite now. I'm looking to replenish myself and to replenish other people. Um, let's see, I've been taking naturopathic and homeopathic medicine for about 29, 30 years now. Um, I do have certification in herbal healing. I'm actually considering going back to school to get a doctorate for healing. But I really am interested in QHHT. I've had a few signs the past few days pointing to maybe that's what I should be doing. And
Hmm.
Dolores Cannon has been a big part of my early awakening and all that stuff when I started learning about how things worked and all that stuff. And so I think that might be my next chapter in my story. However, my next chapter too is getting some property and getting some land and getting some animals and perhaps taking a stab at living off the land, and maybe opening a healing center on that land or something like that and growing my herbs that I would use for my
Hmm.
medicine. There's a lot
Yeah.
of amazing programs. I just recently learned of a federal program that if you provide them with your business plan and you give all the stats and everything else, they will provide you with up to $600,000 to purchase land and
Wow.
to build and all that stuff. Yeah. So I figured
Okay.
maybe if I got some type of a healing community together, I can put it on some land and draw up some plans, and I could get some funding. You never know. That might be kind of cool.
Hmm. Well, you know me, so
Yes, I would definitely be like, "Hey, how's it going? I got an opportunity here for it." Yeah, but I'm about everything, all things natural. Like I spent too many years of my life having toxic stuff in my life, and so I'm just all about getting all the toxins out of everybody and everything's life.
Mhm. super
In a
important.
nutshell.
It's one of those things it's like one of those things that's not emphasized enough is like, toxins and like our bodies, like what we're putting in our bodies, it's like,
Yeah, just
ooh,
think about how many times
doesn't
people in our 20s we go out and have a night of drinking. We're dehydrated already, malnourished already, and then we go out and drink a freaking 2 pints of alcohol. And then we come back and drink some soda and have some bacon and eggs, and then we have some Tylenol. Oh yeah.
oh,
Oh boy, that's great. How many
add
times do
some
all of us do that, for 10 years or whatever? You know what I mean? Just think about that alone. And then all the stuff in the food and the air and all that. I don't want to get overwhelmed by it, but it's just a matter of detoxifying your body. Given the right conditions, your body can heal itself. So
mhm,
I
right.
focus on that.
It's a self-regulating organism. It's
Yes,
electromagnetic self-regulating organism, and the more you allow your electromagnetic field to flow by itself naturally, then it takes care of you. And that's all you need to
absolutely.
be healthy and vibrant is a healthy
Yeah,
electromagnetic field.
I'm glad you brought that up. The perfect simple example of toxins would be just simple heavy metal toxins that you get from everyday living,
Mhm.
and if you
Yeah.
said, like you say, which is 100% true, we're electrical beings, right? Okay, well, what happens when you put a bunch of different metals into electricity current? It gets all screwed up, right? It's no longer a
Yep.
solid current of
Big
energy.
time.
It's like or whatever. Yeah, just that
Yeah.
right there.
And you wonder
So
why,
yeah, that's what
like,
I say in
you know
detox. Yeah.
and you wonder why all these people are on, like, ADHD-like
Yes.
symptoms, depression-like symptoms, because your little
Yes.
biological system is literally being jolted and fried by, like, poisonous and toxic things daily,
Think about
like,
everyone has
multiple times.
just from just the piping in our houses and our city systems and cars and smog and things like that that everyone knows is 100% true and nobody can avoid them. We get stuff just from that, much less our food or having tin can food or whatever. Okay. Just thinking also too, we're electric beings that we accidentally inadvertently take metals into our body in different ways, shapes, and forms. Okay, then we have these new technology systems in our cities that are giving new frequencies of EMFs everywhere on top of it all, you know.
Oh, yeah.
So anyway, I don't want to get into all that. I mean, but the point is that yeah, detoxification is key in my opinion to living a healthy life.
Something told me that it's not exactly about the Wi-Fi itself, it's more of the equipment and the towers that they're using.
Well, what it is the mitochondrial damage that low grade radiation does to our bodies and the accumulation of it eventually. Well, how much is too much? How much poison is too much poison?
Yeah,
I mean, what's that
exactly.
answer? It's a $500 million answer. I mean, who knows? I mean,
Because there are devices
Hmm.
that can hone and harness and amplify energy with a way more cleaner container, such as
Mm,
Tesla technologies and stuff like that.
yeah.
So, like, they're using literally, like, the lowest of density and vibrational forms of equipment to conduce it, and it's like, ah, you're using literally like, you don't even have to be using this stuff anymore.
Well, as long as we're talking about the elephant in the room anyway. 5G, there's okay, I'm not an expert, but what I do know is that there's 3 different frequency bands, like 1, 2, and 3, basically, like low frequency, medium frequency, and high frequency, or high band, low band, whatever you want to call it. And I don't know if it's true or not true, but what I've understood and heard is that those images that we were all shown at the very early stages of this pandemic we all went through, like in March and April of 2020, where we saw people falling over, just passing out in the middle of the street of Wuhan, China. Oh, well, in fact, that
Hmm.
wasn't actually COVID. It was actually a 5G test city in Wuhan, China, for the high band frequency of the 5G. So what I understand is if it's a high enough frequency, that's where the troubles come into play. The absorption of the oxygen through the hemoglobin, that's the trouble.
Right.
So again, we go back to detoxification and EMF protection, like shungite and shungite water and, orgone and things like that.
Well, plus those frequencies, they're pretty high frequencies compared to the
Yeah.
human body. So then
Yeah.
if you have a bunch of toxins and metals in your system, it's also moving that inside of you, along with your pineal gland, which has metals and toxins in it too.
Right,
But that's a
exactly.
whole
And
other
then
discussion.
that's a whole different discussion. Yeah. Like if you think about superphosphate fertilizers such as Roundup or things like that, well, if you have those in your body and your gut system is in dysbiosis, okay, and then you've got these metals in your body and you've got frequencies hitting these metals,
Radios.
there should be no more discussion of what's going on with our health. You know what I mean?
Seriously.
Yeah,
And then you're getting injected with stuff.
Well, yeah, I mean, allopathic medicine is a whole nother conversation.
That one's the giraffe. The giraffe.
Yeah. I don't know. There's all kinds of answers and there's all kinds of solutions. Like, for example, did you know that amaranth, there's a thing called pigweed? And it's a big, huge, farmers, if there's any farmers listening, they would know what pigweed is. It's a nuisance to farmers. It grows in between crops and it's a hard thing to get out of there. It pulls nitrates out of the soil. It also pulls glyphosate out of the soil. It's glyphosate resistant. Anyway, pigweed, for example, could be planted. It could pull nitrates. It could pull glyphosate out of the soil, and then you could just burn the plants or use them for fuel or something. I don't know what you could do with those, but there's solutions that we could actually do. Like, for example, there's mushrooms that eat plastic. There's mushrooms that
Yep.
that eat radiation. There's so many different
Hold on.
things that we could do. For example, instead of using glyphosate, we could use neem. We could use concentrated neem and concentrated marigold extract on our plants, and they wouldn't be harmful to us, right? There's things we can do. And hey, I'm not even a scientist, right, or a biologist, but I know these things to be true. So hey, if we all put our heads together, we
Right.
can definitely come up with some solutions, for sure. So I don't want to get all doom and gloom is my point, but we do need to talk about this stuff as a collective because in order to fix it, we have to first understand fully what is going on,
Yeah, I mean, this is how we do it, is talking about the solutions. That's the thing, is I feel like there is a lot of talking about the problems and it stays talking about the problems. And it's not enough of, okay, well, here are the solutions. Now let's focus on the solutions and continue to focus
Yeah.
on the solutions. We already know the problem. We've known the problem for 15 years. So why are we continuing to talk about the problem? Let's find the
Yeah, it's
solutions.
just like, exactly. It's just
Not
causing more like negative energy. Yeah. Like maybe
yeah,
to
instead of,
clarify once and for all the problem, yes, and identify it, like, but you're right. Enough already of talking about the problem.
well, it's because we're staying in this blame mentality, and we're staying in this mentality of like, oh, it's the elites. The elites have all the power. It's like, no, man, we have all the power by making choices right now in our everyday life. Let's go.
It's true. One,
I'll hear
the
that.
biggest pet peeve I have is when I'm talking to somebody like in the store, like a clerk or a cashier or something, right? And they're like, yeah, man, yeah, I know, isn't it crap? It's ridiculous. And then I say, I know. And then what are we going to do? And then they say, oh, what are we going to do about it? What am I going to do about it? Well, nothing with that attitude. You know, if we all get through this
Yeah.
division that's been put on us for freaking eons, for thousands of years of you're black, you're white, you're Democrat, you're Republican, you're whatever, blah. They're doing that purposely to get us to be divided so we don't talk to each other and figure out the solution.
Exactly.
That's what they're doing it for.
That's right.
You know? I'm sorry if I
It's
banged on
keeping
my
us
desk
in,
too loud.
it's keeping us in a third dimensional mindset to where we're
It
just stuck in
is.
polarity.
We're all one soul family, whether some of us hate each other or not. We're still, you know, it's horrible.
Exactly.
Like,
You ready for
anyway,
this?
Mr. Marcus, I don't know if we're taking up time for more heart-based donation readings, but
I don't think there's any more, but you ready for this?
yeah. Oh, wow. Oh, this is that one that we were just talking about. Oh, cool. That is so cool. Yeah. That is so cool.
See, that's the questions we need to ask when we see stuff like this is like, you know, where do we find this? Where can we get a hold of
Yeah.
somebody that has this technology?
That would be so awesome. Like, let's say that everyone planted some of this in their backyard. Instead of,
Yeah.
or let's say we planted this all into our landfill. That'd be really awesome.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, it can
Like, man,
slowly survive
the
under
oceans.
slowly eats the plastic. I
Yeah.
don't know if anybody has fully grasped how.
I love these type of lives. Where people,
So my name is Josh Dekelaars. Jasper, I think most people know me by because that's the Anglo-Saxon version of saying my name. I don't know if there's an Anglo-Saxon version of saying my sure name. How would I describe my relationship with mushrooms? I guess like I am karmically entangled with fungi. There's never anything that I learn about them that doesn't fascinate me. I see fungi, and especially mushrooms, as the alchemists
That's awesome.
of the natural world. They're really good at creating these really complex molecules that you don't really find anywhere else in nature. It's ridiculous, like how much we don't know about the kingdom of fungi. All right, laboratory. This is one of the breakdowns of the plastics. It's the Smithio, also known as schizophylum commune. Like it's a very common mushroom. Like you see it all over the world. So these ones that like are shown to like really slowly break down plastics. The more famous one right now is Christolight. This microspora. There's a lot of them. We've never found a plant in the wild that contain acidic fungi. All mushrooms are fungi, but not all fungi produce mushrooms. And produce groups known as the and they're almost all seprophytic, which means they eat the dead shit. So that's the main functional aspect of mushrooms in the ecosystem. Is they recycle dead matter and complex into something that's more easily digestible, for example, plants. To my understanding, Ethiopsis microspora, it's a fucking mouthful, I know, does not produce mushrooms. So it's an endophytic fungi, which means endo within, phytic plant, that lives inside the cell walls of plants. It was found in the Amazon, I think in 2008, and was found to solely survive on polyurethane plastic, which is a very complex molecular plastic structure, right? It's very promising that, like, more or less 100 years after humans starting to actually produce X amount of plastics, already an organism evolved to break down these really complex structures. And you can just order them online and grow them on your agar petri dishes. So here we have a liquid culture of this plastic eating. Well, they call them mushroom. This is how little we know about them. If you go to the Wikipedia, it says the animals don't really produce mushrooms. So here you see a little more clear. All of these fruzzles. So this is your starting point, and then you can inoculate. And inoculate is a fancy word for introducing. Unlike a petri dish, you have to do a sterile transfer. That's the shot. Make sure that my signal is broken up. I'm very careful. I'm going to just inoculate, introduce, take a drop, and drop here. Now we wrap this up and put it in incubation. And it will grow into something like this. You can add any nutrients if you want to it. So you can add ground up plastic, add it to your agar, pressure cook it, and then introduce this culture. And you're kind of training this fungus to get really good at consuming plastic. You see the white fluff? That's a little bit baby fungus running for his life. Like, a lot of people don't know that, like, wood used to be the plastic of the natural world. It took fungi approximately 30 million years to figure out how to completely break down lignin in trees, which is a really complex carbon structure present in wood, right? Fungi have already solved this issue. So they already found a solution in the natural world. Like, of course, they're going to find the solution to plastic, because plastic, although we might say it's natural, but it's just complex carbon structure, right? There's nothing unnatural about that. It's just that it's artificially made by humans and didn't evolve. Like, that's the toxins microsporide. Then you also have, like, schizophylum commun, the split gill, which is a very common mushroom that is also indicated to be able to completely survive on plastic. And there's several more. There's already all over the world of species like popping up that are able to break down this, like, complex molecular structure of plastics. It's going to keep happening. So here we have more incubation. So here are the bags. Get ready. They're completely colonized. So you see a reishi culture eating a bunch of these wood chips. So when this is completely colonized, completely eaten, we move it to the pruning room, where today's harvest already has been done. So not very much. So we have a bunch of reishi because they grow a lot slower. This Tesselitopsis, it doesn't want to eat plastic. It will only eat it in, like, a last case scenario, right? So if you're like inoculate your compost heap with this bee microsporide, like, it's gonna eat everything else first before it starts eating the plastic. Right? So you have to have very controlled environments to let this fungus, like, spawn. I think it's not applicable yet, because otherwise everybody's doing this right now. I think it needs more time, but it's promising. We know it can slowly survive on this plastic and slowly eats the plastic. It doesn't reduce the plastic in less than 10, 15 years. So, like, even if you start doing this, right, you're going to have a massive mountain of plastics that is very, very, very slowly over maybe eons being digested by this plastic, eating fungus like microsporide. I don't know if anybody has fully grasped how this is happening, because I think if we know how, we can emulate it, and we can find, like, we can imitate it in, like, a natural system. Biomimicry is, like, a really classic thing that we're doing everywhere. Fungi, they kind of just release all the digestive enzymes outside their body, and then they sit in it, and then they break it down to such a level with these basically really crazy biochemical compounds that they produce that they are, like, can seem to break polyurethane in something that then becomes water soluble. And then when it's water soluble, plants can consume it, fungi can consume it, we humans can be able to consume it. So yeah, I think this fungus, by figuring out how to produce plastic, it's a catalyst, right? There's more and more different fungi that are very similar like it that can also create these, like, these alkaloids, these components, and break down these plastics. In an ideal world, in the future we have these garbage dumps that like separate all the waste, or like hopefully plastic will also be possible. But just like needs to have this little hand of like any of these mushrooms, I think there's 5 or 6 that like are able to sort of survive on plastics. And we just have to understand that not everything moves as fast as we like. And we can help it. That's a cool thing. If we put funding to this and people put like a lot of talented scientists on this, I'm sure we can find a solution to this. You can buy the best toxins like sport culture online, and like you can experiment. That's the cool thing about psychology. Like there's so many breakthroughs that we're not even aware of that can happen like that, you know. And we just have more people playing around and propagating cultures and seeing what happens, you know, experimenting. So come up with some ideas. Even if it's 10 people, they're like, we'll see it. And they're like, oh my god, this is like I'm gonna grow this Ethiopsis. I'm gonna first learn how to pronounce Ethiopsis microspora, and then I'm gonna learn how to cultivate it and propagate it. Like that'd be 10 more people. That's like probably already like doubling the amount of people that are working on this right now.
That's awesome.
Wow, that just like that was I forgot about that one for a while.
Inspirational.
Thank you for bringing that up.
Yeah. Absolutely. You know, like
So you know, has me thinking.
there was a pest company that came over in my neighborhood recently, and they use all natural stuff. And I asked the guy, he's like, it's plant-based. And I'm like, well, what is it? It's like, it's plant-based. I'm like, no, what is it? And he's like, it's chrysanthemum and thyme and something else. I forget what it was. But I thought to myself, wait, why couldn't we use this on our fields? Neem.
Right.
Why couldn't we use this on our fields instead of superphosphate fertilizers? You know,
Maybe
why
that should be
couldn't
brought up.
we? Why, if we could, okay, in theory, I don't know if this is possible, but in theory, if you can spray your own garden with baking soda water, okay, why couldn't you, in theory, make a bigger contraption into big, huge fields? We just have to
Exactly.
think outside the box if we want new. What's that? I forget. There was a really famous person who said you cannot come up with a solution in the same place where you have the problem. I forget. That's paraphrasing, but
Exactly.
if we just think outside the box and think of things that we've never done before, we can come up with our solutions we need to find.
Yes.
You know?
Miss Herbalist over there. So basically what you're saying is you need to start making some herbal tinctures and mixtures and all sorts of stuff, and then go to your local people and be like, hey, look, you guys can use this instead of that stuff you're using. This has this in it, and this is the benefits, and this is the type of side effects you get to remove. And I can make as much as you guys need. I can even show you guys how to make it too.
Yeah. You know, I wish I had some stunt doubles because I would love to do that. And I would love to do QHHT. And I would love to also like rebuild the school system. And I also would love to partner with apothecary herbal tinctures and make like a mocktail bar. That'd be awesome. I
Yes,
have all these
do it.
different
You
things
can do
going
all of
on.
it.
We need
Hmm.
some change, man, and I'm willing to do it. So
Well, that's what your card's about. You know, it's about stepping into your illumination.
yeah,
So the ball's in your court. The ball's in your court.
interesting how that all
What
just
you gonna?
wrapped up into one nice little bow, huh? Ding.
It will be.
Interesting.
Watch. It'll form more beautifully than you could even know.
Mm. Yeah.
Just got to stay with it. That's been
I
my
must
thing
not
lately.
allow my shadow side to overrule in these
Oh, the
times of
shadow side.
turbulence.
The one that wants to wait and procrastinate and be
Yeah,
like,
the one that wants to wait till tomorrow.
you still got to live the life that you're living yesterday.
Yeah. Maybe we should make a group for procrastinators. Oh, we'll do it tomorrow. You know, thing. Yeah.
So fun.
Anyway,
It's funny to think about things we do on autopilot.
yeah. Seriously.
Well, did this card bring some clarity to what you probably already knew?
Yeah. I'm probably going to get some angel messages from it shortly after we get off this live, and I can sit and contemplate silently. But yes, thank you.
Yeah. The guys are kind of like, Marcus, there's not really much to say to her. She knows what she needs to do.
You know, this is where my Libra rising brings my indecision to the forefront. You know, I like to take all the things and weigh them all and see how they all balance out and all these things to make sure that it's all equal. You know.
Yep.
Anyway.
Mind heart balance.
Yes.
Well, I definitely trust in your abilities, and I already see and can see what you can do and what you can become when it comes to this collective world.
Thank you.
And I support you. I always support you
Thank you.
100%.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
And, once you get those things rolling, be right here, giving you the platforms and giving you the networks.
That's cool. Thank you, Marcus.
Absolutely. People need this stuff. People need it more than you may think right now. And they're waiting on your procrastination for it, Sarah.
Oh, well, we're going to make the group tomorrow, guys. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
But yeah, it's definitely something though that is much needed in this world right now, especially with the the crumbling of old medical beliefs when it comes to this Western world. And yeah, having a medicine cabinet full of ancient beauties and yum yums is what everybody could really use.
I'm in this debate right now with somebody. It's a nice, courteous debate, but there is somebody who's debating with me on a post on Instagram where the post is about antibiotics and the overuse of them. And I'm suggesting and bringing up herbal remedies and herbal solutions for it. And there's this one particular person who keeps saying, but, there's always a place where you need an antibiotic. Well, there's always this way, there's always that. Well, in a world where we would be in a place where we would all be
Nope.
doing these things, right? In theory, that wouldn't be the case because we'd be taking preventative action versus reactive action. And in a holistic scenario, in a holistic viewpoint, you take a proactive approach and a preventative approach versus a reactive approach or a responsive approach. And so going forward, I imagine that all of us are going to eventually come to this place where we all are on the same page with this. So and there's a lot of cases where people say, well, herbs are okay for common things or for colds or for flus or for whatnot. But when it comes to a heart attack or diabetes or these other things, that they're not going to work. Well, I myself am not an herbalist, a professional one. I'm still in training. Okay. But I myself have healed MRSA on a person and 2 chickens with just oregano oil. Okay, so what I'm saying is that if we take a proactive approach and all this stuff, we'll get to a point in society where there won't be these detrimental things. Everybody's bodies will be maintained, like we were talking about earlier. Like we were talking about the body being a self-healing, self-maintaining system if given the right conditions. So what we should aim and aspire to be is in that perfect harmony and that balance where we can achieve that, right? Anyway, I'm rambling. Oh, okay, so there you
Wow.
are.
Thank you for all that. That was
Yeah.
wonderful. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna put her front and center. She's got a message right now.
Yeah, well, we'll get there, Like,
Exactly.
think about a world where somebody who has blood sugar troubles is taking the correct, supplements and taking the correct herbs on a daily basis in their normal routine where the blood sugar never does get to the point where it's a dangerous situation and they never need something like emergency medications, or
Yeah,
did you know, for
exactly.
example, this is a fact, if fact checkers can look it up. Did you know that in theory, if somebody is having a heart attack, in theory, if you have cayenne pepper extract, if you take a dropper full and put it underneath their tongue, underneath where that vein is underneath inside, and you put it in there right as they're having the heart attack will stop. Fact, right? That's what I'm saying. Like, if we all get to the point of awareness and everything where we, everything will be easy to maintain, right?
Mm-hmm.
So there's a lot of different options for
Yeah.
a lot of serious conditions that aren't able to be proven in this particular polarity because it's just too much polarity. We have to come to the point where we're neutral, at least, Anyway, another conversation for a different day, I'm guessing, yes.
Yeah. We'll be here for 5 hours in that case.
Yeah. Like, say, for example,
Wow.
someone's taking soursop and, like, like different things that can help equalize the blood sugar and the insulin levels. They would never need to take a synthetic insulin, would they? That's what I'm
Yeah,
saying. But right
exactly.
now,
That's the thing.
the world's so polarized, all we see is medicine or not. You know what I mean? Like synthetic medicine, so we have to wait, just be
You see that
patient and
again?
just, huh? Let's argue about it.
Yeah, it's because it's all they know. So if it's all they know, then they're gonna be like, it's gonna be the end of their world. Literally their
No.
world. Because that's the world that they're living in, is a world based on fabricated lies.
Yeah.
And when that fabricated world becomes dissolved and the ego doesn't have a cushion or support system for that, then that's when it
Right.
goes into wild mode, uncaged.
If there's if if there's one thing I know for certain is that everything is in divine timing.
Absolutely. Every single
Yeah.
thing, no matter what
Yeah.
choice.
Literally.
Ooh, no matter what choice.
Yeah. Even
Well,
the
Sarah.
even the choices that we deem crappy, they're still divinely timed.
Yep. So, Sarah,
Hmm.
how would you like to join for a short closing meditation?
Sure.
Awesome. I'm gonna play a little bit of frequency for us
Okay, I'm gonna close
as
this door right over here
how.
on my side. Hold on one second. Hold
Okay.
on.
So everybody, go ahead and get comfortable. And you can either sit or lay down for practice. All right. Get yourself comfortable. And for this meditation tonight, I just want to bring a little bit of relief, a little bit of clearing, and a little bit of uplifting love to our mind, body, emotions tonight. It'll be a mini short meditation. Just bring a little bit of clearing and grounding and relaxation to our beings as we go into this night. And I just want to give thank you to all of you for being here, whether it's live or in the future, present moment. And I want to give thanks to Sarah for coming on today and receiving the reading, as well as sharing her knowledge and wisdom. I also want to give thanks to the Mother and Father of all creation and the all that is for this space and moment of self-awareness and experience. May we begin to check in with our body, relaxing our shoulders down to the side, relaxing our toes, making sure they're not curled, relaxing our fingers, make sure we're not balling our fists, then relaxing our jaw, making sure we're not clenching our teeth. Now bringing focus to the breath, breathing in through the nose, expanding the stomach, drawing that breath all the way down the body to the earth, and drawing that breath up the body and exhaling out of the mouth. Continuing to stay with the breath, breathing in through the nose, drawing it down to the earth, exhaling out of the mouth. Continuing to breathe. Mentally checking in if there's anything in our mind that is clouding us, causing distortions, stuck in polarity. Any attachments to the past, any self-doubts or self-sabotage. You may continue to breathe and release these energies, these thought forms out of your mental body. And as we continue to breathe, we're now making our way into our emotions and our emotional body, tapping in and checking with our emotions. Are we feeling wounded in our emotions? Are we feeling stagnant? Are we feeling blocked up? Are we feeling like we're overwhelmed by our emotions? Whatever it may be, continue with the breath to allow the breath to bring it back to balance. Allow yourself to feel and be one with the emotion. And then consciously allowing it to flow and let go. Taking in any messages or any codes. Just releasing the rest. And then move your body in any way that you need to release any stored emotions. You may vocalize, cry if you need to. You're safe to do so. And lastly, we're now moving into the physical body, guiding the breath through any parts of the physical body that have ailments and imbalances, from the skin level, cellular level, and into our pores, into our bloodstream. The breath continues to purify. And through the tissue, the tendons, the muscles, through the organs, the glands, and any other parts of our inner being. With the breath, releasing any buildup, any congestion. Now taking one more big deep breath. And releasing any residual energy that is lingering. And when you're ready, beginning to make your way to your physical body and returning to your physical environment. Opening your eyes and moving your body. Namaste. How was that for you, Sarah?
Very nice. I got my woo-woo buzz on.
Yeah, that was nice. I had a little bit of tension in my forehead. And then when we got to the mental, it just
That's
dissipated.
cool.
Mm.
I was using my
Yeah, now the
merlinite.
power of alchemy. Ooh.
It's a merlinite stone.
I
Oh,
love
didn't see it
Merlin.
very well, but
Merlin.
yeah. So I put these out in the moon after the event the other night. After the lunar eclipse, I waited like 2 days, and I still used the full moon and put them under the moon. but I waited for the eclipse
Mhm.
energy to leave.
Ooh, that's
Yeah, because
wonderful
I heard you're not
charge.
supposed to put them in the moon when it's the eclipse. So I kept them out of that energy, and then I put them in at the very end of the supermoon we just had. So anyway,
Nice.
yeah.
Ooh, that's powerful. Well, Sarah, I'm gonna go ahead and close out this space. It's actually almost been 2 hours. Wow. And
Time
with that being
flies when you're
said,
having fun.
that's right. And this was a fun space. Thank you for joining me.
Thank you.
And it kind of sparked something for me. My space has been kind of freeing up on my podcast now that Rising with Raw is over with for that season. And I'm really feeling like starting up some just community spaces where we hop on, and if people want to join in, on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, whichever side they want to hop on and join in, we can have community squares and do some screen share, do some readings, share our gifts, and just have conscious conversation. So I think that's going to be something I'm going to start rolling out live, is the opportunity for just open sacred community space where we can hop on and be ourselves together and share.
I think that's pretty awesome because wasn't there like, oh, I think that has something to, yes, okay, you just rang a bell. Now, remember my idea for cosmic connections a long time ago? Like just normalizing having these types of conversations, I feel will be so beneficial for humanity. Because
Oh,
if we put it out into the
wait a
ether,
minute. Cosmic Connections is back.
dun, dun, dun.
All right, then. Every Saturday Rising, everybody. Get ready.
Yeah, right? Get your cuppa or
Get
your tea
ready.
or your mushroom coffee. You.
Be on the lookout. We're going to have something coming out. And we got this new software to use, which is going to be a lot of fun. We can do screen share stuff while we're talking. Oh, boy.
Yeah,
Okay.
I think that would be really cool. And then just think, if we
It's
keep doing
happening.
it, maybe we'll inspire others to start doing it too. And then pretty soon, there'll be nobody watching the cable television. Everyone will be watching each other's lives. Wouldn't that be cool?
Yeah, exactly.
That'd be
We call
awesome.
that, there's a movement called New Media, and it's we're the media. The media's in our
Resistance
hands.
from
We're the
within.
media. There it is.
Yeah. Yes.
Wow. All right. Well, that being said, let's talk about that then when we get off of here. Just we can definitely get that rolling.
Yeah.
But Sarah, I'm
And
gonna hop
anybody
off so
who's
I can eat some
listening,
food, take care of my being.
yes, and
Go
anybody
ahead.
who's listening who went, ooh, that's a cool idea, hit up Marcus and get it scheduled in. We want everyone to share their opinions, right? Yes.
That's right. Yeah, I'm about to hook up a phone line for my podcasts and my lives. So be on the lookout for that as well, guys. There's gonna be
Oh,
opportunities
that's
to call
cool.
in the phone line and call in live like the radio show. So it'll be fun. We're leveling up these days. So like I said, be on the lookout. Be ready to share if you want to share. And we're gonna fly. Let's go.
That's cool.
Mm. Sarah,
Marcus?
have a blessed night.
Yes, have a nice evening. Thank you for letting me be a guest today.
Absolutely. It was an honor. And thank you for sharing. Dinner
All
time for
right.
me.
Well, it's time for me to go check my chickens.
Have fun.
All right. Thank you. Namaste.
Everybody, Namaste, and everybody, wholeness and balanced love.